Morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Hopefully you are enjoying a nice, quiet and slow start to this beautiful Saturday. It's a little chilly and a little cloudy here in Gabrovo in Bulgaria. But nevertheless, it's always nice to start the day outside. I'm just here quietly observing nature, feeling the environment around me, listening to the sound of the birds, just having a nice slow start to my weekend morning. So hopefully that's available to you as well, no matter where you are in the world. It's always nice just to take a few moments in the morning just to be peaceful and quiet, check in with yourself, focus on your breath, and just be part of the natural world. Remember that as a human being, you're part of nature. So every once in a while, especially in this hustle, bustle, like digital, modern life that we live in, it's nice to just take a few moments to just be, to slow down, to focus on your breath, and remember that you are part of the natural world. So today is day 108 of the year, and according to 365 Tao by Deng Ming Tao, our word for today is numbers. If you are into numerology, you might know that the number 108 is quite auspicious, especially in a couple of spiritual traditions. So it'll be interesting to see what 365 Tao has to say for us on this topic. So find a nice, quiet and comfy place where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 15 minutes or so. And speaking of numbers, remembering that 15 minutes is just 1% of your day. So carve out this time, this little 1% of your day to be here now, be present. If you can be outside in nature like I am, that's great. Grab your book, grab your journal and something to write with, and let's start reading together on day 108 on the subject of numbers. 1 gives birth to 2, 2 gives birth to 3, 3 gives birth to 10,000. 108 counts make one cycle. Constant turning creates all things. Wow, that last sentence is really wonderful if you want to think about visually, think about the yin and the yang, right? Constantly turning, two seeming opposites that are actually complementary and harmonious. Constant turning creates all things. Everything in life is a cycle. Today is the 108th day. Why are numbers so important to those who follow Tao? Even today, when numbers are more commonly yoked to the service of finance and engineering, there are those who revere numbers with the cheap version of mysticism, superstition. Numbers form a closed world with mysteries to explore and exploit if our understanding is deep enough. Followers of Tao emphasize certain numbers. 1 is the unity of Tao. 2 is duality. That's the yin and the yang, right? 3 is the unevenness that will generate movement. 4 is the seasons. 5 elements generate the world. 6 parts of the body are the arms, the legs, the head, and the trunk. 7 is the day of the waxing moon by the lunar calendar. 8 is the number of divination. 9 is the number of life. 10 is heaven's cycles. Wow, this is really beautiful. I might write this down in my journal today just to remind me of the power of numbers and what they mean, and that might be something nice that you might want to keep track of in your journal as well. There are 24 periods in a year, each with its own characteristics. 36 is 6 squared. 108 is 3 cycles of 36 and represents a greater cycle, although there are even more esoteric connotations attached to it. Numbers are only symbols, a way for human beings to project order upon the universe. They are a language more precise than words. But does Tao talk? Numbers are important to master, but take care to look beyond language and numbers to the true reality that they foreshadow. Wow, I really like today's reading, and if you're mathematically or numerically inclined, I'm sure that this passage is going to be very, very interesting for you. I really love how Deng Ming Dao has kind of broken down what these numbers signify. And as he mentions here, 108 is an important day if you're thinking about cycles of 36 and that there's 3 of them. I understand that like when you're, if you're meditating, and I think this might be a Buddhist practice, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's 108 beads in a mala, like the necklace with the beads that you can actually pray with. So 108 comes up in quite a few spiritual traditions, and today is the 108th day of the year. So perhaps think about how numbers show up in your life. Think about how perhaps numerology shows up if that's something important to you. And as I said, I'm going to write these down in my journal and just kind of keep track of them. But I think a great one to remember is that 2 is duality. There's always an equal and opposite balance of things in life: the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, the male and the female, the light and the dark, the night and the day, all of those things. And that yin and yang cycle is a constant turning that creates all things. Everything in life is a cycle. So I wish you a beautiful, beautiful weekend, a beautiful Saturday, a beautiful 108th day of the year. Sending you lots of love and best wishes from Bulgaria. Have a great day, and I will check in with you tomorrow.